Your mission is to distance yourself from those other guys, those keyboard Romeos who are writing wonderful letters, but they're not the least bit serious about what they're doing. All right, so sometimes, guys, we begin correspondence from a position of overdeveloped paranoia about getting scammed. It's so interesting that we spend so much time talking about not getting you guys scammed and helping you to not obviously meet disingenuous people in this process, that sometimes I think our customers just take that a little bit too far. Now we come at this process wanting to meet women, but from day one and from letter one, we want to know that everything we're doing is completely legitimate and we want everything verified. So we reach out to the women and we put them in a position of defensiveness. We put them in a position of, I'm here, I'm an honest guy, and I want to meet you for all the right reasons. I don't know you from anybody. I want you to prove to me that you are who you say you are, so I want you to do some things for me. I want you to go to the nearest agency office and Skype with me. I want you to go home, take a picture of you with a blue balloon over your head and send that to me. Then I'll know it's you that I'm writing to and not somebody else. And here's what's happening on the other side of that experience. The women in this process, remember the 90% that we talked about, right? 90% of guys write letters to these women and never get on the plane and go anywhere. Women who come to this service are working with that same 90% that we are. That means they're getting letters from other guys. Doesn't mean those other guys are ever going to get on the plane and go and meet them, but they are getting letters from those other guys. Your mission, should you accept it, is to distance yourself from those other guys, those keyboard Romeos who are writing wonderful letters, but they're not the least bit serious about what they're doing. Someone is going to read 10 letters. And those 10 letters are going to be, hi, how are you? Would love to see you. More pictures, that'd be great. Write about this, write about that. And that's all just normal, typical correspondence. And then there's your letter, which will say, hi, how are you? I'm a nice guy. I'm here for the right reasons, but I hate agencies. They cost a lot of money. I don't like getting scammed. So here's what I want you to do if you want me to write to you. I want you to do this or do that. Please do that and let me know you're real, and then I'll write to you. And the women are going to stand back and go, well, okay, I'm not doing it. That's crazy. If you hate agencies, you don't want to pay for them. Why are you using one? That doesn't make any sense. And none of these other guys over here are asking me to hold a balloon over my head and take a picture and send it to them. So I really don't think I need to do that. Guys, you would react the same way if women in this process wrote to you assuming that your intentions were not positive. So they wanted you to do whatever it is. Here's a 20-question quiz that I want you to take on, why you joined a marriage agency and who you are and what your motives are. And I need that information translated into my language and sent to me before I'm going to write to you because I don't want to get scammed either. We would look at that and go, well, come on, I'm not going to do that. Right? Right. So, what do? What you do is you assume a position of, assuming there's positive intent on anyone's part for joining a marriage agency. So when you write to these girls, you just assume that she's here for the same reasons that you are. 99% of the time, you will be right. So you're writing to somebody who's perfectly legitimate in your mind, just as you are perfectly legitimate for being here. And the tone of your letters are not going to put her in a defensive position. They're going to be warm and welcoming and inviting for her to write you back. You give it about a month, and then you try and move the process forward. So you reach out and you write to your girl however you're doing it, through virtual email, through express mail, through telephone, translated conferences, however you're communicating, do that. And then after about a month or so, see if you can move the process forward a little bit. She's been writing to you faithfully for a month. You've obviously gotten to know each other. You've probably already distanced yourself from those guys who write 1 or 2 letters and then drop off the face of the earth, that 90% that we keep talking about. So suddenly you're moving to the 10%, and she's moving with you. She's beginning to understand that you're serious about her because you've been writing to her for a month or so. Now you can ask her to do something more significant. What would that be? If you haven't talked by phone, let's talk by phone. I'd love to hear your voice. I'd love for you to hear mine. And then you'll have a voice to my letters every time you receive them. And I'll hear your voice in your letters when I receive them. I think that'd be a lot of fun and kind of romantic. Would you mind? Can we do that? Or maybe if you feel it's going really well with the girl, you can ask her to visit our local office and sign your IMBRA release form, something that we require by law, of course. for her to give you any personal contact information, and then ask her if she would mind if the two of you communicated on a personal level. Tell her there's no pressure, but that's something that you feel might be appropriate right now. How does she feel about it? And if you take that approach, guys, there's an excellent chance that she'll do it, and we would support that.
You too can experience the romantic adventure of a lifetime. Join men from all over the world as they take a trip and find their future brides. Check out our website at
Costa-Rica-Women.com.
If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. Then click on the notice bell to get notified every time we add something new.